Hi, welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Friday, February 25th. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church, and Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation for you to pause in your day, to just stop and breathe for a little while and center yourself in God who made you and loves you and calls you by name. It's an opportunity for us to rest and reflect and regain our sense of direction. The way we've been doing that, the way I've been doing that, is by reading or sharing a different passage of Scripture from the Gospel of Luke and inviting you to put yourself in that text, in that setting, through some guided meditation, and then to have a time of prayer following that. Today's passage is Luke 6:27 to 35. It's more of the Sermon on the Plain, which I have indicated is Luke's version of the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew. We're on the particular part where he talks about loving your enemies, about not responding in a way that is calculating. That is especially important or relevant for Jesus' day because they lived in a society that was based on patronage. So every relationship was very carefully calculated, both economically and in terms of social status. So if you did something for someone, there was always the calculation of what will that person do in return. And Jesus turns all of that upside down by saying, love those who can't pay you back. Lend to those who will never pay you back. Don't do the calculation, but instead live by grace. So, with that in mind, if you haven't already done so, I invite you to go to a quiet place in your house, and if the room has a door, to close the door and find a comfortable chair. Settle into that chair. Make yourself aware of your surroundings, the light in the room, the sounds you can hear, the temperature in the room, the comfort of the chair. Feel its support on your back and on the back of your legs. Feel its support under your arms if it has arms. Move your feet a little bit on the floor to feel the support of the floor. Now close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And as you breathe in the breath of God. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. As you breathe in the breath of life. And as you breathe out all that does not give you life. As you breathe in God's peace. And as you breathe out all of your worries and fears and anxieties, all the things that disturb your peace. Keep breathing deeply and slowly. And with each breath, make yourself more and more aware of God's presence. Open yourself to the movement of God's Spirit in your life. Imagine that the Spirit blows across you like a gentle breeze. You feel it on your face and it blows your hair. And the Spirit of God comes and settles on your face and head. Your face relaxes, your jaw relaxes. The tensions in your brow are relieved. And your mind is calmed. The breeze blows and you're aware of it blowing around your neck. The wind of God. And as it does so, the Muscles in your neck relax. You become aware of it blowing across your shoulders and around your arms. The wind of God is touching your hands and your forearms and your upper arms and your shoulders. And the muscles in your shoulders relax, and if your shoulders have been hunched, they drop. Your hands open up. Your palms are turned up. You can feel the touch of God's Spirit in the palms of your hands. You become aware of the wind and breath of God blowing across your chest. Your breathing stays nice and deep. Your heart rate is calm. You become aware of the wind of God, the breath of God as it touches your abdomen, and the agitations in your belly are calm and relaxed. All the things that were stirring up your stomach are gone for a little bit. And as you become aware of God's Spirit, the wind of God touching your back, the muscles in your back relax, and the weariness fades. Then you can feel it as it blows across your legs and your feet. And much to your surprise, the Spirit of God and the breath of God renews the muscles there. It takes away the aches, at least for this little time. God's Spirit has touched all of you. That which is plainly seen and that which is often hidden. Every part of who you are. In the quiet of this moment, imagine the scene of Jesus on the plain, meaning a big, broad, wide field. The apostles are there. Other disciples are there. A crowd is there. And you're there. Are you there as an apostle? A disciple? Or just part of the crowd? Jesus is teaching and preparing his apostles to go out, to share in his ministry. And he says this, "But I say to you that listen, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who abuse you. If anyone strikes you on the cheek, offer the other also. And from anyone who takes away your coat, do not withhold even your shirt. Give to everyone who begs from you. And if anyone takes away your goods, do not ask for them again. Do to others as you would have them do to you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. If you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. If you lend to those from whom you hope to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much again. But love your enemies. Do good and lend, expecting nothing in return. Your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High. For he is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. And when Jesus finishes saying that, there's a break in his teaching. People are milling around. Some are talking about what he said. You wander over under a tree and sit down to rest. Someone comes and sits next to you. It's Jesus. You've been thinking about what you just heard. What stands out to you? What causes questions for you? You've been thinking about the people that you care about and the people you know and the people you relate with in this society of calculating relationships. Jesus is talking about a grace-filled relationship. He smiles at you and invites you to talk with him. What will you say? What do you want him to know? And what does he say to you privately, just for you? I'll be quiet while you talk. And then the time comes for the conversation to end, and you end it in whatever way is appropriate. Jesus stands and walks back to the place where he has been standing when he teaches. Then you let that image fade away, and you bring yourself back to the room where you are. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So that's Take a Break, Take a Breath for Friday, February 25th. Again, the text was Luke 6:27 to 35. I encourage you to read it again and to listen to it from the perspective of another person in the crowd and have a conversation. Those are ways that you can continue to pray and reflect on this and allow it to shape and form you. If you have questions or feedback for me, or you want to talk or pray, send an email to rick@prospectchurch.org.